He's here now. Well, look who it is. What are the chances? You look well, friend. Friend? I affect the casual air and she cannot see me grin as I ask how she's found herself here. Well, I plan to go into Hakoa properly, but as much as I have faith in these old bones to hold me, I didn't fancy roaming in the oasis for too long. Shame though, I was hoping to grab a few glowing mushrooms. And get to past the sulphurous pools, they make for quite a snack. I had never known them to be edible. I've seen some among Drish supplies once, and he told me they were poisonous and never to touch them. Oh, they're very much edible. Found that out one very entertaining evening in Eweer. Let's just say there's a case to be made that this is my third gliding, if I count the night I had as my second. She laughs at the memories, and I cheekily re-evaluate several things about Drish. You've done enough for me, of course, but if you do happen upon any of those fungi luminescent little fellows, I would love a few. They tend to grow in a cave at the sulphur pools, far south of here. I have that already. Yeah, good. We picked a few of them already. When I return, Elizabeth is sharpening a knife with a carved hilt and humming a tune that seems at once new and familiar. The sound of her voice is calming, then, but booms are welcome. Hello, Tiggy. How are you doing? He returns, triumphant, I bet. Confirms much with a handful of mushrooms, and she raises them to her face to smell. She inhales a look at the worn edges of her mask. The sun-bleached brow, the wear and tear of age, the scuffs befitting a veteran guard. Remember that before all this, she has seen combat, danger, adventure. The deep and crooked line along the cheek where she must have put it back together after a break. I wonder at what or who did the damage. But they thought they had won, that she's been beaten until they saw Elizabeth's grin laid bare, bloody and perilous. Tucks the mushrooms away and draws out a third badge. One more token of my friendship, and a little boost too, should you ever decide to become a god, like me. I'm not sure it's right for me. Might not be, you won't hear any pressure from me either way. But it's worth, I think you will be good at it. You have a keen eye, a helpful demeanor, and enough patience to listen to this old bird squawk away for ages. The rest you can learn. Happy to teach you. Thank her and tell her that I will think on it. Don't think too hard. I know it feels like whatever you choose is yours forever. But it's one of many choices you're going to make, not even the biggest. This gliding you're on is only your first. There's plenty more life to live. I ask where she's headed next. He laughs. Into these mushrooms first. Then who knows, wherever I'm moved to go, but I'm sure I'll see you there. Bow to Elizabeth and say goodbye for now. Oh, I am tired and grumpy and exhausted today. That's how I feel. Don't know what, but I had some stomach issue last night, so couldn't sleep, and I had stomach pains anywhere from 1 to 5 a.m. So took a while before I can get some sleep. I'm like all out of face. Okay. Yeah, the stomach cramp the stomach ache went away later on today. Must be just something that I ate. As one say, shit happens. So let's see now. We met her over there. Don't think. She's been over here. She's been over here. The only place I can imagine her being now. I don't know where I would see her in Eweer though. Still confused about this place though. Yeah. Exactly. Real pure bullshit. I wonder where she can be at. Let's check here and then go into I don't think she will be in Eweer. I might have to go up the been here, so gonna be I think this is where we met her before, so I was talking about Eweer though. I wonder if that's where she went now. I'm trying to do just find things now to do because I'm waiting for something to be done. There's unfortunately no fast forwarding time in the game, so I have to stick with it. Where can she be here then? If she's here. Otherwise we try that nomad camp again, I guess. 15. He has 7. New suspects. Can do it anymore anyway. Exactly. Shaking gambling going on. Problem with this town, if she would be here, it's so a lot to go around and look at. Yeah, let's go back here and see if there is anything over there. No. I wonder how many days it needs to be done with that part done. I wonder if I have to log out of the game and get back in and see if they spawn nomads. There's an easy victim for the bots. Just keep going gambling. There's nobody here though. Yeah, just in case. Why do we do this? Save. See if this is supposed to be somebody here or not. Yeah, see? But this was by there is somebody here. Old Harvester Felix, welcome to the Oasis Glider. What can I do for you? Why are you out here? Well, Greens love salt. They love pink salt. They love blue salt. They love green salt. We work out here, skin slowly peeling away so they can have a lick of the good stuff. The Oasis are a tough place to be, but it pays well and it's quiet. There aren't many places like this in Midden, that's for sure. What can I do for you? Can I have some salt? What do you need salts for? It is in its raw form. This stuff is unusable, but it needs to be processed before it's edible or usable. Want to try our salts in foods? You will have to head on west into the Redsee to Eweer. We have an exclusive contract with the traders there. Can't be selling our goods to any old glider just stumbles past. You come a long way, so do you want better? Here's something for your bike over there. You're welcome. What can I do for you? Are you around? Okay. Well, it would be a quest or something, but... I'm wondering if there's more NPCs that I've missed somewhere. So weird, because in just these last 2 areas we've been having issues with, that we know of at least. There's been missing people around. Or missing beetle bugs, and I couldn't trigger that quest. Start. It's gone one day, one night, and another day, and I wonder if it will be done after this night. I wonder if there's any other disease around here. That I missed because it didn't spawn. See if there's any NPCs around or anything else. I thought there would be something with these flowers, so they like hides when you get close to them, but Even with all these statues. But all these statues might be something with this quest to be waiting for to be ready. See if there's any more, maybe over there. There's weirdos. Now there was somebody over there though. Drive around here. Entrance. Down, It was nearly as hard as when I first met them. They greet me warmly. I feel the relief in my shoulders. Thank you so much for fetching Dylan for me, glider. Man really likes eggs, eh? I remarked to CB how much Dylan seemed to like eggs. Well, yes, so you know, the adventure is not exactly over. You see, Dylan is not planning on eating those eggs, I hope you know. Quite keen on birds, and well, it seems at the end of all this, he and I are going to end up with chirpy little triplets. I will name one after you. I'll see if I think I would like that and give a congratulatory farewell. Okay. Oh, hey there, we meet again on less treacherous ground. Dylan seems in good spirits now. The daredevil inside has been satisfied. Maybe I'll catch you at another high point, eh? I say goodbye to Dylan. Don't lose your bike. Well, I haven't lost my bike. So empty, there's like nothing over here. Yeah, but it's because I restarted it. Yeah, to the title. It seems like it always reminds you once. Do not lose your vehicle. Do not lose your glider. Bugs in the air there. I mean, this other zone. it from... I just wonder how many a few days he's gonna be. Modern talking. That's a long time since I heard of them. How do you see as a kid still? Young one. Still working. Oh my god, how many more days do you need? Well, Murphy's is also a very young one. '80s and '90s. That's when a lot of good music was made. Then it went downhill. Then it's like nowadays it's like one person writing music for several artists. Like, okay. was this place. Just trying to kill time just to see what happens when a few days are gone. I mean, it must be next time it becomes daytime. It must be it, otherwise. I'm silly. Wow. I would say there's a lot of music these days in it. We're gonna put them in all the different genres that are the sounds the same these days, no matter what it is, unfortunately. Because there's so many people that making music. It's kind of unavoidable. Not saying it's a bad thing, it's just sadly how it goes. That's nice. Yeah, we used to have a radio station or a program on the radio that played old good old songs from the 80s and 90s, but sadly disappeared. Being that one. But I just don't dare to go and hand in my mask yet, because if I do, I'll probably end the game. I assume. The hard part right now is, if I want to, I need to find 7 more eggs. And it seems to be maybe... I don't know how many, if it's like just 7 eggs that are in total left in the whole game, or there are more eggs than you need for the questing. I was trying to find them. It's gonna be a horrible job. You have to go like everywhere looking, climb up everywhere. Looking for them. Maybe I should just go and this. Go and sell and Is it sells that one? I think it's this guy in Eweer. Yeah, not just that one. There was another one too. Protection that anti-shade that also went to support Linux now, or Proton at least. What I read. Yeah, and it's much thanks to Steam Deck though that they're all doing it now, so that's good. It's a good thing. Okay, so Elizabeth isn't here anymore. The question is where she would be going. She's been here, we saw her up here. Wasn't here. It could be in here. No, but it's good that it... But it also comes down to the game companies if they will, because they have to opt in to make it work. The question is if they will. It all comes down to money for the game companies, you know. By Daylight, laser game not interested in a second. Know why? It's just stuff with game. It doesn't. I know there's other people liking it, but for me, that's not my type of game to play. I mean, I played PvP games in the past, but I guess I have like no interest in it. Unfortunately, even with the anti-cheat software, there's so many cheaters in those games. It's annoying. What time is it? 19. I hope this will be enough now. The last day we have to wait now. I mean, it's a shame that it has become so easy to cheat. Even with all the anti-cheat software and stuff like that, it's like hope this will be the last night. We had to wait now for this to be finished. It's been dragging out the game now. Yeah, I know there's people who does that too, and I don't see what the heck do you get out of cheating in a multiplayer online game. Yes, then you have to have one of the lowest self-esteem as possible. Yeah, but then you should play something else pretty much. Mr. Driving. Yeah, but then you have something wrong in your head if that's funny. That's my opinion. You have something very mentally wrong with you. Full moon, ow! Anything up here? I'm just trying to kill time while we're waiting for these days to be done. That's cool. Yeah, exactly. $10 a use. Is it a one-time use too? Yep, let me get my last cup of coffee. Right back. Usually I just had 3 cups of coffee a day. I find it to be enough for me. I mean, I had other jobs where I freaking drank a lot of coffee. But as one get older, I felt like I haven't been eating as much. I mean, I can drink more, but 3 usually is my limit, and I'm feeling well and good about it. And I will drink too much, I can. Then I'd rather go over to tea. Best time for me to drink coffee is usually after dinner. So I usually eat before I start to stream. Friends? Yeah, that's a distant memory. Yeah, going out to drink and stuff and drink coffee or stuff like that. Well, people do it anyway. Noticed. Trying to see. Just trying to see if I can see any eggs. Usually tend to be around these places where you're supposed to be doing quests. Like how my coin counter has stopped working. Here we got bugged out and it made us be able to get up all the way. Pushing can go higher. Can't climb on metal surfaces. Atomic heart. Wonder if I need to. That one isn't resetting. I'm curious to see where Elizabeth went. Bakery is such a lot to look at to find her. If she is here, that is. Few days, oh man. Didn't trigger this time either. Just a few days waiting, man. It's, you could pick them. Exactly, the waiting game. Just to get rid of that bug though. Save. This is the title. Bug is not gonna go away with it. Money. Stuck from when we sold. Mm-hmm. You can say that again. I'm still curious about this one though. Wonder if there is a way in to working on it. Why did I end up down here when I pressed the worm? Oh yeah, but the worm. That one is a bit off the marker. Yeah, you would have to go and do certain things before. Kinda had to do that thing first before you actually go. Yeah, but it's kind of like they calculate, oh, they're gonna do this part first. Go far to stay over here. Bad. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get on this one. Sometimes you can climb under, and sometimes you can't. So. I'm gonna get up on that one and sail over to that one. This will be enough. It's gonna be really tight this. More. Hurry up, get up. Okay, we made it. Oh, there was an egg up here. This reminds me of the worm when we were at its mouth. It also looks like this one. Only 6 more eggs, huh? Just waiting. A lot of bones. Oh, please let this be the last night we had to wait, man. Should, what is it called? An ancient race. See if it says anything about how long you have to wait. Anything? Interesting. Let's Google search on an ancient race, Sable. Get up the quest, but how can you get up an article from BBC News that talks about how I drank urine and bat blood to survive? How does that have anything to do with what I searched for? Like, what the heck, man? Sometimes I wonder about the Google searches, man. To do with it, unfortunately. Yeah, but it's different if you put Sable in front of the an ancient race if you put it afterwards. So afterwards I get up that one. If I put it in front of it, you get totally different results. Google AI must be really drunk. Now that was an interesting climb, this one. DDG? What the heck is that? Never heard of. Sounds like it's a Diggy's special search page, huh? Oh, DuckDuckGo. I heard of that though. That I have heard of. Diggy's demonic goodies. I think Diggy would have liked that more. So how's your Elix adventure going, by the way, Diggy? Yeah, they're not getting any easier exactly. Some quests are really rough though. Oh, that's cool. There's a lot of struggles with those quests in the later game, Neelix. Many times it's to try and find, okay, so what angle can I cheese this at? Master of Origin, huh? I did a lot of exploring in the beginning. Just to try and find stuff as much as possible. Many times one has to really run and hide. Pray that one would survive. There's a lot of bandits around in some places. Yeah, plus exploring makes you find some quests sometimes too. One of the biggest, I remember the hardest areas was the one to the south without the big lift that you get to fix. When you go south in that area, that place is just horrible. I wonder what about all of these buckets you can pick up. I mean, what are you supposed to do with them? Yeah, unfortunately, in that area, even one's companion get demolished. Fortunately. Right. The herd seems to be somewhat agitated. Matter. Completely doomed, not a single one left. All of my camels are gone. Knew I should never have left the clan. They were right. I am completely useless. Extricate myself from an awkward situation. Poor guy. Help him. Yeah, that place beyond the lift is... It's a hard area. Yeah, I know. Are you serious? Is it still not done now? Chance. Go there and see. Yeah, nightshades, yep. Come see me if you're all but leaps with excitement. Sable, I've been waiting for you. I decoded the final inscription. Oh, about time. You're right, it was a game, a race, and you completed it exactly as intended. Do you know what that means? I won? Oh, you definitely won, or more accurately, Simone won. It barely raised this with me that she uses Simone despite never being introduced, and I don't get a chance to bring it up before she's going on. A surprise, a real one. Once you complete the race, the pillars reveal the text. Translate the text and you get bike parts, incredible ones, older in their design than any I have ever seen, but perfectly elegant. You must try them, Sable. You must. Okay, you can fit the parts onto your bike if you would to ride it now. Yes, please. Yeah, let's take a look. It's not as good as the one I have, though. No. It has good acceleration and handling. This bike? He shakes her head and shrugs. It's in the nice way. The way you do it, something so grand, so beautifully awe-inspiring that you can't help but feel small and sort of casually useless in its shadow. This bike is wonderful. But I agree, and thank you for the opportunity to ride in an ancient race. I also explained that in playing their old game, I felt more connected to the past than I did here in the drier bits of history. That's great, I mean it. I don't know if I'm just a romantic or something, but I always have such a hard time connecting to the past without connecting to the people. Strange for a machinist, isn't it? Now think about it. I suppose it is strange for machinists somehow, but I find it comforting too. There really is room for all kinds behind all the masks. I want to keep the bike and bring it into a new era. Let's see how the world changed while it was sleeping. I don't ride much myself nowadays, so it'll be in good hands with you, and I get to be smug around the other machinists, which is all the reward I really need. I thank Fee for her skill and generosity, and head off. That was all it was, huh? A slow-ass glider. That's what we waited for. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's where the temperatures, yeah. Okay. Can't be bothered about that one, even though, what is it? We need 5 more eggs to the final hand in. But the drive there. I remember the place with the lava was one horrible area too. Horror game. I don't get scared by horror games. I don't have one installed right now. I do have a few, but okay. Come to see what will happen then. Or do I need to go into... What do I have on me right now? That's not what I wanted. I'm gonna be the machinist. You do, huh? As the Ibex camp draws closer, the imagined threshold between home and gliding is palpable. Reminds me of coming in from a sandstorm, so fierce that the grains have whipped through the air and through your clothes. Peel off the layers of sand-beaten fabric and marvel at the dust on your skin. Bits that manage to get through despite every precaution. Though you feel so grateful to be home and so comforted by the safety of the indoors, you can't help but smile, nostalgic as you wash the sand away. What an adventure you have had, and it was only for you. Am I ready to choose my mask now? There's no going back if I do. Ready? I think I'm ready. But am I really ready? Definitely ready. Just enough doubt. I know what I want, and it's time to make my choice. Speak to Jedi when I'm ready. Welcome back. I don't remember the last time I heard Omar speak. Maybe to yell a warning, but never to converse. It takes me a moment to think of something to reply. How you been? Uma shrugged silently. I think that's all I'm going to get from him on that. Did you miss me? He emits a low grunt and what sounds like a chuckle. I think that means he missed me. Being back with the Redsee is more comfortable than I expected. I think I thought that gliding would change every part of me, that I would come home different. Perhaps more mature or more jaded, or at least able to grasp more of Triss's jokes or Hilal's poetry. The actual change is more subtle. And it's that somehow, despite spending so much time discovering the world beyond, I've never felt more like part of this clan. And it isn't about being a Redsee, or which mask I ultimately choose. It's simply that I no longer feel so behind everyone, or like they know some grown-up secret I yearn to understand. I feel embraced, wholly as the person I am. Sable. Now we heard your stories, or at least the ones you're happy to tell. That means it's nearly time now. Redsee is contented. I suspected she was more concerned with my experience of the gliding than the grand choice at its end. For that I am grateful. You ready to choose? Am I? Maybe I should choose the Bex mask. Ready to choose. Tell Jedi I am ready. She nods. I won't keep you, Sable. If you know what you want, and all I desire is to learn what that is and celebrate it with you. I'm allowed to be excited too, aren't I? Exactly. Whenever you're ready, proceed to the temple. Hello, Sable. Something I want to discuss with Driss? How's the clan been? I asked Driss how it's been managing the clan while I was gone. Chaotic as ever, which I think he should be pretty happy about. I asked Driss why he thinks I would want that for him. Because it means it wasn't you. Well, of course it wasn't. Out of respect, I decided not to tell Driss that it may indeed be him who is at the heart of so much chaos. Instead, I simply assert it very clearly it wasn't me. Well, you never know. You're still young, and youth usually comes with its share of chaos. Or at least it should. Anyhow, you're off the proverbial hook. Nice for me. See you later. So you came back. Saima crosses her arms as challenge. Tell the Saima I had to come back because when I left, some minuscule little beetle hunting, pot stealing menace threw a fit about it and couldn't stop crying because she missed me so much. He nods. Yes, Jada took it very hard. I can't help it, I laugh, and I think in so doing I let her win. I tell her I missed her. I miss you too, Sable. I'm happy you came back. So I can practically see the pout beneath her mask, and I'm impressed at how genuine she's able to sound. Even if you don't end up staying long. Going to cry if I leave again? Ask Saima if she's going to cry again if I leave. I think so, for two reasons. She counts them off on her fingers. One, because it's already happened once and I'm used to it. Two, because soon it's going to be my gliding, which I'm going to stay on forever. I can just go on my bike and chase you down wherever you go. Tell Saima she can't stay on the gliding forever, that she will have to choose a mask. And I choose the mask of the bounty hunter. I say that isn't the real mask. Yes, it is. I say it's not. He shrugs. Guess you didn't find it. Tell her no, it isn't real, and that if it were real, I would have found it. Don't think so. It's really hard to find. That's part of it. To become a hunter, you have to be a hunter. I'm ready my next response, but choose to hold my tongue lest I lose what maturity I gained on my gliding. Saima makes a broad gesture that I think it's meant to emulate the knocking of an arrow in a bow. Good luck, Sable. Agreed, Zizo. How do you do, clan child? Talk about Simon? How was your companion? Mood glide. Glad to hear it. Moon has accompanied and taken care of generations of Bexy. Jedi herself rode Moon out to the Redsee on her gliding. What will happen to Moon now? Well, it's almost time for Simon's gliding. Moon will likely accompany her across the dunes. I feel a pang of melancholy as I think about losing Moon. It had to happen one day. Nobody truly owns a bike in the Bexy, but is merely accompanied by one. Grateful to have at least had that blessing. Met a lot of your machinist friends. Redsee, I met a lot of her friends on my travels. I know this, and I hope they were good to you. And to Simone. Until they were, and she seems to take a bit of pride in that, which is rare to see in Simone. Some really great machinists out there. I like them a lot. Do you think I should choose the machinist mask? I ask if Caesar thinks I ought to choose the machinist mask, that I might join her order. Crosses her arms and takes time to think. Son, I'll tell you that the life of a machinist is lonely. It isn't. And not only because we are assigned to clans who so often welcome us into their number. No, it's more. It's because we are never truly alone. As you were never truly alone on your gliding, you went with Simone. Think of the moments where I sat looking at some map, or hiding from some foul or weather, or trying to get over a sudden bout of very powerful homesickness. And Simone gave a little hum that I could feel upon through my legs. What? You have a very special bike, Sable. I nodded along with Caesar. As he returned, I sat on the tower and heard Simone's purr grow to a roar, and in it the trace of those whose work has helped give her shape. She speaks with many voices now, and the resonance. Caesar seems to shiver. It's why we do what we do. So if that appeals, then I can only recommend it. Thanks, Caesar, for her counsel. Farewell. Hey, Sable! It's strange how children change so much over such a short period. Ilaria has grown, but she will always be a child to me. Grown? Lyra subconsciously stands a little taller and prouder as I say the words. Can't help but smile, remembering all the times so adults would say, "Oh, how you have grown," to me as a child. What? You have not grown at all. I haven't just grown, I can climb way higher now. Becky hates it. It's great. You'll get there soon enough. Ilaria seems unimpressed. Lama will leave for her gliding soon, but at least you will be back now. I don't have the heart to tell her that I might not stay with the Ebexi. There's still time to decide, so I hold back. I did a lot of climbing out there. Oh. How high did you go? Did you touch a cloud? If I had a gliding stone, I would definitely touch a cloud. The reveal that I got the climbing mask. Lara seems to vibrate with excitement and jealousy. I can't believe it. You have to choose it. You will choose it, right? I mean, why wouldn't you? That would just be silly. I think I will get a word in here, so I just let Ilaria effusively speak at me for a while, enjoying her passion for something so particular. Being a climber is pretty solitary existence for the most part. Mostly foraging for things that grow in the higher climbs, fixing or salvaging from ships in high places. But the sights you see, the place you get to go, it will be like a continual gliding at times. Will I be comfortable at those heights without the gliding stone? My child, welcome home. Have you been taking care of yourself? You look rather bony. Are you well? Becky fusses over me. She would always look for reasons to care for us. That's not good at all. Not at all. We'll have to fix you up with some of Jada's lamb stew. I mean, won't tell her he's salivating at the fort. It's good to be back. Where have you been? After you left, we headed to some older Bexy campsites, places we used before you were born. Going back, it was beautiful. The land flourishes when you leave it for so long. Each place transformed with life and abundant with things to forest since we were last there. Once we leave the Eweer, we will not be coming back for a long time. It needs time to recover from nourishing us. Best of luck. Oh, Sable, it's good to have you home. I've thought about you so much, just imagining all the excitement. Every time we pass a cliffside, I thought I bet Sable's just hovering everywhere. Have you heard of Lord the Fabulist? Ask Hilal if they ever heard of Lord the Fabulist. Oh, of course I have. Not much for travel, you know, but not 2 years ago I made a special trip to Eweer just to see her. Why? Tell Hilal I met her out in the desert and that we spent the whole evening talking about life and poetry. I add that I think I may have inspired some original work. That's amazing! So you think... Sorry, I'm so excited. Do you think it's possible that next time I see Lord, she might actually read a poem that you inspired? I say yes, that is quite impossible. Oh, that is a gliding. Who cares what mask you choose? You got to hover around the world and you inspired Lord the Fabulous to write a new poem. If I were you, I would put on my retirement mask because I would be done. We laugh together and it feels really, really good. What do you think about the climber's mask? Ask Hilal what they think of the climber's mask. They light up straight away, which I think I should have expected. A brilliant mask. There's a lot of really good masks, obviously, but climbing? If you ask me, the worst part of the gliding's end is losing the perpetual stone. To hover forever, to fear nothing from heights or falls. That is an uncommon freedom. And you have to let it go. For me, climbing is the closest thing one gets to keeping that connection between oneself and the perpetual. Just as the stone, it banishes fear and risk, lets you explore the world's great vertical spaces with knowledge and fortitude. Thinking it's a great mask and probably would have been my choice had I not fallen so much in love with the Ibexi. Thank you, love, for the thoughts and again for the stone they gave me so long ago. Yeah, I don't know if that's what I should go with or not. Because climbing is one. Saying thank you, our glider. I don't think I have any climber. Outfit otherwise. thinking machine is first, but I think climber is probably the most interesting one. Get to go and explore all over the place. Though, I guess a cartographer would be also a nice one. Yes. Imagining a life at such great heights. Yes. It's the beast who gave us our name. The Ibexia are no strangers to heights, nor to simple climbs. Too often one of us has to chase a wandering Ibex up a cliffside best we could, clinging to little rocks below and calling hopefully up after it. Those sort of climbs are different and so practical as to be boring. Life of a climber though, that's so much more. Gliding stone is a temporary gift. It's meant to be a protective shell to allow gliders to make a few mistakes and have a few accidents as they explore for the very first time. But what it also grants us is the ability to climb without fear, and to taste the triumph of a mountain well scaled, and see the world in a new light. The desert is bigger than I could ever imagine, and while this has always seemed true across the horizon, seeing it stretch out before me from the top of a great cliff was another experience entirely. One of them I'm not happy to give up with the stone. To wear the mask of the climber is not simply so that I may help in all those tasks that require climbing, though of course I would be happy to make it my duty. Rather, if I choose this mask, it is because the gliding has shown me that what my heart desires, and I'm ready to do the work it takes to achieve it without help. I think that's what I want. Yep, that's it. Pick up the mask of the climber and look into its empty eyes. Can't wait for us to see the world together. It's no pain on me. Trying to trick Ali to gamble it all.